He's an actor in love with the sound of his own voice.
You need to reply to the Lord Privy's seal.
I am sealed in the privy, and I can only deal with one shit at a time.
He had, I think, a sense of theatre. He certainly had a sense of self-promotion and of branding. He was this short, round, odd man with Victorian clothes, wearing a Homburg and a cigar. You know, he very much knew the image. It's iconic, the silhouette. So knowing that he must have had some sense of the theatre and obviously loved language, I chose to make the speeches in the House a little more robust and more passionate than just a dry recording.
For without victory, there can be no survivor.
He would have been in front of 600 people. And that's very different to, 5 years later, the BBC coming to his house and sticking a microphone in front of him, and he says, we will fight them on the beaches, we will fight. I would have to think that it was more theatre than that.
We shall fight in the fields and in the streets.
I had a year to really work on it. So I just sort of gave up that year to Churchill and you surrender to Winston and just say, OK, this is going to be every waking moment is that you're thinking about it. My wife made the point that she said, I go to bed with Winston, but I wake up with Gary. So I would just be doing it and walking around the house and constantly listening. If we went anywhere in the car, there's an app. There's a Winston app where you can just hear all his speeches. So I had this app playing, and there's actually one that's there's an app that says Winston Says SEZ. And you can click on it, and it's like, those things are daily meditations, only you click on this and you get a quote. You get your daily quote from Winston.
When will the lesson be learned? You cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth.
And then, of course, when we did get to the set, Sarah Greenwood had done such a spectacular job. I mean, to walk around the war rooms, to walk on that set it's breathtaking. And having visited the war rooms and on 3 or 4 times, to then go to the set, it was really like being there. I mean, it's a joy for an actor.